Hello, thank you for attending. My name is John Bergren, and I'm the Director of Amazon Marketing at Aquaco. Today I'm going to share how you can grow your Amazon PPC and compare your performance against competitors using DataHawk. I've been using DataHawk for the past few years at multiple companies and in multiple categories. I truly value our strong partnership with the DataHawk team. We find so much value in the tool, and the support provided from our service team is second to none. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to share our winning strategies today. Before we get started, I wanted to share some background about Aquaco. Aquaco was founded in 2020 in New York by a team of ex-Amazonians and veteran e-commerce operators. Our goal is to allow sellers to successfully exit their business in less than 30 days. Over the past 2 years, we've acquired over 40 brands. We continue to acquire more. We have operated and grown these brands quickly using our proprietary playbook, leveraging years of Amazon experience, as well as using tools like DataHawk to find opportunities to scale. We have over 150 rockstar full-time employees and have raised over $400 million to date with an annual revenue of over $400 million as well. So to get into things, the competitive landscape is rapidly changing on Amazon, as I'm sure you're aware. We saw a massive influx of sellers during COVID. Ad real estate on all pages has increased in quantity, location, and size, making it more and more important to spend time and money on ads. Sponsored products are at the core of Amazon advertising and are the best place to capture quality traffic with extremely high purchase intent. Almost all successful Amazon sellers have focused their advertising efforts on sponsored products. While this channel has worked well for most, it is getting more expensive and more crowded. CPCs are up almost 10% year over year, and we've been climbing for years. In some categories, CPCs have increased a lot more than that. CPCs during peak holiday times were up even more. So the digital shelf is getting full. Ad placements are taking up more and more of it. One of the drivers for this increase in CPCs has been CPG companies spending more aggressively. Brand recognition and high organic rank only take you so far now, and new entrants are using ads to be well-known players. So, but we've also seen market saturation of items with little to no product differentiation, leading to competition on price alone, which squeezes margins and feels like a race to the bottom. And then finally, Amazon Basics continues to launch new items in new categories, which have led to diminishing market share for third-party sellers. Those sellers are no longer a monopoly in their category and need to fight even harder to compete. Amazon Basics has a slight advantage over everyone else, so there's now a race to second place, which severely impacts your overall traffic volume as well as conversion rates. So how do you stand out in a crowded market that has never been more competitive? You expand the scope of your marketing efforts and then use technology to know more than your competition. So in terms of winning in a crowded market, the first thing I think about are ways to use campaign types differently to reach your customers. There are over 30 different strategies that can be used across sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display. Very few sellers are using more than 5 of those strategies. Think about ways you can segment your targeting and audiences to get the most out of your budget. Some questions to ask yourself are, how am I using Amazon ads to retain customers? How am I using it to find new keywords? How am I using it to keep competitors off of my listings? How am I using ads to steal competitor traffic? Second, test running more sponsored brand video, and sponsored display. CPCs are often lower and ACoS can be more efficient because advertisers have not taken the time to launch those formats yet. Taking the time to set these up will pay dividends in the future, and you'll have a great head start. Sponsored brand CPCs, for instance, are only up 1.4% year over year. The competitiveness of that campaign type is less than a fifth of what we're seeing on sponsored products. Last, consider reaching new customers via other marketplaces like Walmart. CPCs on Walmart are actually down almost 12% year over year. Running profitable ads is a lot easier when your CPC is 10 times less than Amazon on a similar high intent to purchase platform. Last week, Walmart launched second price auction capabilities. This creates a fairer auction for advertisers, but more importantly, provides downward pressure on bids that will save you a lot on less competitive keywords. Experts in the industry have been talking about expanding to Walmart for years now, but it is still an untapped goldmine in terms of PPC growth opportunities. While it is not the most robust or easy to use PPC platform out there, it can yield excellent returns if you take the time to learn it. Let's get into DataHawk, and I'll share some tips and tricks we use to understand our position in the market and how we can quickly react to changes and develop more effective strategies. DataHawk has many powerful tools that can give you a competitive edge when running PPC campaigns. We like to use 3 simple features that help us measure competitiveness and act as a guide so we can make smart decisions before committing to launching any PPC. The first feature we use is the product competitiveness score. This score looks at your pricing and ratings to determine if you have a product that could do well in a category compared to your peers. If your product score is low, I would recommend working on price, improving your ratings, adding more high quality listing content before spending a lot on ads. While launching ads early is important on Amazon, sending that traffic to a product that will convert well is even more important. Ads will not perform well if the product page has a flaw. Spending tons of your budget on ads with those product flaws will just be adding fuel to your unprofitable fire. In the example shown here, we have our flagship Luxe Love bedsheet set. DataHawk is stated, and I can confirm that this is a golden product. Our price is super low. It is a loyal following who's left us thousands of reviews. And of those reviews, most of them are 4 and 5 stars. I can have confidence launching new ad tests, new campaign types, everything with this product, knowing that this item is a rock star, and DataHawk has validated that claim. The next score we look at is the keyword competition score. This grade looks at a set of keywords that you want to track and provides feedback based on the competitiveness of the term for your product. The sheets, our sheets, are made of cooling bamboo material and are not flannel. So DataHawk is confirming that bidding on the flannel term, which is very competitive, will not work out well for us since it's irrelevant and really expensive. So instead, we can now focus on better keywords. A lot of advertisers wait for poor performance data to weed out bad keywords. Instead, you can use DataHawk to pick your battles ahead of time and reduce wasted spend. In the past, the old method of maybe people looking for flannel end up choosing the cooling bamboo worked. Most of the time, it didn't. Now it makes sense to kill those keywords ahead of time and focus your spend elsewhere. The last feature we use is the keyword rank tracking feature. This tool keeps track of our position each day and tells us if we have ads running on page 1. You can track competitors and see when they drop in rank, or if they stop advertising altogether. When you see a competitor drop for a core keyword, you can ramp up bids to ensure that you are taking that higher placement. Finally, you can track keywords on both Amazon and Walmart, so this can be used the same way on multiple marketplaces. DataHawk is one of the only e-commerce analytics companies that has this capability, so we're really excited to use it as we continue to grow on Walmart. To conclude, while the market is getting more competitive and ads are getting more complex, we're still seeing plenty of opportunity for growth. You should be expanding your marketing footprint on and off Amazon. You should also be using DataHawk to discover new opportunities for coverage or keywords to avoid bidding on that are not the best fit for your product. If you put in the time to test these new tactics, you will find some winners that will help you generate extra growth that you need to be a dominant player in your category. And if this has all been overwhelming and you don't want to put in the time or work and want to cash out, or if you're interested, if you're in the market for bed sheets, feel free to contact me after the summit. Thank you for your time today, and good luck beating your competition this year. We have some time available for Q&A. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Any questions? Think so. Thanks, Upman. So in terms of organic rank and bidding decisions, so we look a lot at organic rank and how PPC can impact organic performance. We also use DataHawk to look at external traffic that we're driving to Amazon and how that impacts organic rank. So that the keyword tracker that we use, we pick all of the top keywords that we are interested in ranking for, and then keep an eye on it as we, ramp up external marketing efforts to Amazon, as well as PPC on Amazon. I don't know if that answers your question, but it's a super valuable tool to see how that's doing. Another thing is sometimes if you have a lot of products and you're like a monopoly in a category with very little competition, you don't need to spend as much on ads if you have all the top organic positions taken. I think that's going to change a lot over the next couple of years as competitiveness changes. But in the past, that's worked out pretty well. And so seeing which keywords you have great organic rate on can help determine how much you really need to invest in a keyword. But like I said, that's changing right now.